Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this intro because I want to get right to the kicks. I'd like to save some time to throw these on feet and show y'all how they look. I think this pair that we're going to look at today is a huge sleeper for the time being. It's a brand that I really haven't been into for that long, but this is my third pair of this particular silhouette, and every time the materials are just as premium as can be. This might be the best leather I've ever felt on a pair of shoes. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Saucony 6000s in the veg tan colorway. Alright, so I always like to start with the box. There's really nothing noteworthy on here. This is the Saucony emblem, and this it's like an S, but it also is inspired by Saucony Creek, and these three circles in there are to represent boulders within Saucony Creek. It's just a plain white box. It says Saucony Originals on the side, and the tag reads Shadow 6000. The colorway is vanilla. I ordered these from the Saucony website and they were $140. They still have just about all sizes left of these, and they've been out for a minute. Then nobody cares about that box. Have a look at these things. These Sauconys are actually made with veg tan leather, and the term veg tan just means that these shoes were dyed using natural sources. So like they use vegetables, they use tree bark, but whatever it is that they're using to dye this leather is just an organic, natural material. And that's why you have this very nice, you know, kind of earthy beige color. You might recognize the color from like Louis Vuitton bags and that sort of thing, or very, very high-end sports cars. And I'm not exaggerating, this leather is the softest leather I have ever felt on a pair of shoes, and it's just beautiful. But along with that really nice feel, veg tan leather is known for getting like a really nice patina on it. So as these things age, the color will change a little bit, but it really gives it like a high-end look, in my opinion. And even this very light beige color, I think these things are gorgeous, and I really like the silhouette. This is my third pair of Shadow 6000s. They really weren't on my radar recently until I saw a review that my buddy did of the Food Fight Shadow 6000s, Logan J. Baez. He's got a review of those, and when I saw those shoes, I just really wanted to get my hands on them. I have grabbed a pair of those, and I also got a pair of the Shadow 6000s from the Destination Unknown pack. But every time, the materials have just been incredible, and these outdo my previous two pairs. These actually outdo every pair of shoes that I have in the collection. But it's all just one color there on the upper, and this leather just feels so good. There's really not even words for it. But I love the retro runner look to them. It's kind of simplistic, but the quality is just out of this world. I'm always a fan of a natural gum outsole, and that's what we've got. I really like the tread on these. It's very grippy. When you have them on foot, they definitely feel like a running shoe. They give you that kind of forward momentum just because of the way that the front is curved up a little bit. And it says Saucony there at the midfoot. Then coming up, that meets a sail or beige, maybe light cream colored midsole. And that's just all this nice soft foam. Feels nice, it looks good, and it's just all one color. It's got a little bit of Saucony branding here towards the back, but then coming up to the real star of the show is just this veg tan leather. And I wish there was a way that you all could feel this. I have told everybody in my family, even people that aren't in the family that have come to the house, I've said, feel these shoes, and every time I do, they're kind of just like, You know, like kind of like they can't believe it, just because it feels so good. Seriously, it feels like a Louis bag or like a really nice sports car. And I do think this is probably the softest leather I've ever had on a pair of shoes. The cool thing is that this really high-end luxurious feel doesn't stop on the outside. It actually continues on the sock liner of the shoe, and then even the insole, if you can see in there, the insole is also that very high-end veg tan leather. It's really thick and padded. It provides great cushioning, and then the back of the tongue is more of that veg tan leather, and it's very thick and padded, and it just feels so good on feet. But like I mentioned on the intro, it's got that Saucony emblem, inspired by Saucony Creek there on the side. The toe box has perforations as well as the side panels, and it's all that real light beige color, with the exception of on the heel, it's got like a darker tan color. And that's the only place that the color is different. It's got a little bit of Saucony branding there on the heel. And then also that tongue is all that veg tan leather, and it's got a Saucony emblem made of the same veg tan leather there at the top. They gave us some flat cream wax laces already in the shoe, but it did come with some wax brown laces, and that kind of matches the natural gum outsole. But I really like the way that these cream laces look, and I'm just in love with this shoe. So if you're into quality and you're into premium materials that come at a really reasonable price, then I cannot recommend this shoe enough. Do yourself a favor and go grab a pair of these, and I promise you will be an immediate Saucony fan. I'm going to throw these on feet real quick just to show you what they look like. Alright, so here they are. The Shadow 6000 in the veg tan colorway, where I guess the color is labeled as vanilla, but I just love these things. As premium as they feel in hand, they feel that good on feet as well. I'm just so impressed with every pair of Sauconys that I get. I feel like people have caught on to New Balance, and like it's been getting some hype here recently. I definitely think that Saucony is worthy of more hype than what it's getting, and I'm really glad that I've been turned on to the quality of the shoes, because I mean, they're just incredible. And I'm all about getting value for my money, and every pair of Sauconys that I've gotten so far have just been very high-end feeling at a very reasonable price. I think these are really easy to style. I think they look good with, you know, khakis, with joggers, with jeans, anything. But hopefully you were able to get a good look. Let me know what you all think about these, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.